Hi everyone, so today I want to show you how to make this very cute little acetate Tunnocks Tea Cake gift box. I first saw this on Mixed Up Crafts, so she did that a while ago I think, but I think it's really cute, and she did recently did a square one, which is what this one is, but I just thought it was really sweet. So yes, we're going to have a go with this today. It's actually quite simple to do. This didn't take me very long to make at all actually. I was quite surprised at how quickly it was, it took to make, and it's such a cute little box, and obviously most people like Tunnocks tea cakes. I mean, you could always find other things to put inside it if you wanted to, but yeah. Right, so for this project you will need your base card. I'm using this beautiful silver sparkle card from Paper Mill Direct, and it's just amazing. It's actually smooth, but it looks like it's got texture on it, and it hasn't. So yeah, it's beautiful card. So that's what I'm using for my base. So what you want to do with this is you are going to score it at 1 inch and 2 inch on all 4 sides. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to score it at 1 inch and at 2 inch, and then we're going to turn it round and do it on all 4 sides. Okay, so that's that scored. Now we're going to cut it in a minute. I'm just going to put it to one side and we're going to deal with the top. So for the top, you need a piece of acetate. I'm actually using a piece of patterned acetate, but you can use clear acetate. The one I used for this box had snowflakes printed all over it, which I thought was quite cool. Quite like that bit of difference, but you can just use a normal clear acetate. And so I'm just going to use a different scoreboard for the acetate, because I found that this scoreboard doesn't actually like scoring acetate. So I'm going to use my Fiskars, because I find I can get a better score on this with acetate. And you're going to, excuse my cat, she's meowing at me, so if you hear her meowing, that's just because she's being a bit of a whingy whiskers today. Right, so with your acetate, you're going to score at 1.5 on all 4 sides. Yes, you are, Pepsi. So yeah, so we're going to score, and then we're going to turn it, and you want to press down quite a lot because it's acetate. Sometimes, especially a decent weight of acetate, you're going to struggle a little bit to get it to score properly. Right, let's just finish this off. Okay, so there's my acetate scored. I'm hoping that has actually, it doesn't feel like it's scored, but hopefully it has. We'll soon find out. Right, so what you need to do now is take some scissors, and you're going to cut out, you can't really see it on here, but this corner square here, you're going to cut it out. I'm actually going to do it on the other side because I can see it better. You're going to cut it out, and you're just going to cut it so that you're kind of cutting the fold out the way. So where your crease line is, you're going to, your score line, you're going to cut either side of that. Like that. So can you see I've just cut that corner out. You can see it better that way actually. So I'm going to do the same with all the other 4 corners. Okay, so there you have your acetate with all 4 corners cut out of it, and now we're just going to bend along those lines that you've scored, and we're going to give them a really good burnish as well. You end up with that, like a little lid, and obviously your corners. So that's that done. So now what we're going to do is move on to the base. So for the base, I'm just going to turn this over so you can see the other side. Now what we're going to do is we're going to cut, so as you can, I don't know if you can, hopefully you can see that, I'm not sure if you can. You've got 4 little squares in the corner there, and what you're going to do is you're going to cut down 2, and then you're going to cut across 1 and basically up. So this little bit here will be a flap. So I'm going to do that now so you can see what I mean. I normally shut my cat out of the room for this reason, but today I forgot. Right, so I've cut, let me just quickly show you this. So I've cut all the way down to here, to the second score line, and then I've cut across here and I've just cut around that square. This is a tab, but I'm just going to notch the sides slightly so that we have a bit more of a tab and it doesn't get caught. There we go, like that. So I'm going to repeat that on all the other corners. Right, so there we have the finished box, and as you've noticed, hopefully, that I've done the tabs both on this side and both on, so they're both on this long strip. Okay, I haven't done like one here, one sticking out there. I've kept it so they're both at the top and they're both at the bottom. Okay, so that's what you need to do. Right, so now we're going to go ahead and fold along all our lines. Right, so there we have our box ready to go. Now I'm going to use red tape because you need something strong. And what I'm going to do before I do this, I've actually cut another square that I'm going to put in the middle here. Because obviously this is single-sided, you will see the base. You won't see the sides because the sides are going to fold over, so it will make it all silver. Just going to trim this down ever so slightly because it's a little bit big. Right, so I've trimmed it down. I'm now going to go ahead and stick this down inside the base. Obviously, if you've got double-sided card, you won't need to do this part. But I really love this Sparkle Silver from Paper Mill Direct, and it's a good weight as well. It's a good weight card. I'll put a little description above of what weight it is, but it's really a decent weight for making boxes like this. I'll stick that in. Now, for those of you who might notice, there is some scoring on that base. I don't know if you can see that. And that was just because I accidentally scored the wrong bit of card. So I thought, you know what, we're going to make it into a pattern instead. So that's what I've done. So, I didn't want to waste it because it's such a beautiful card. So now what we're going to do is we're going to stick our box together. So, you want to put, I'm going to use thick red tape because you want to put it along all of these outside flaps and also on the outside of your 4 tabs. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Right, so now we've stuck everything down, put all our tape on. I've just peeled off the backing on here, because what we're going to do is we're going to pull that tab in and make a corner and stick that down like that. Okay, so inside it's just stuck down, and we're going to do the same on this side. And then we're going to do the same with these 2 tabs as well. Like that. Okay, so now what you want to do, these bits that are sticking up, we're going to peel the tape off and we're just going to fold them over, and that way it hides all the tabs that you've got inside, and it also just reinforces the box as well. Okay, so there's your little tray for your Tunnocks tea cakes to go in. Right, so we're going to put the Tunnocks tea cakes in. These are quite cool because you can pick them up for about £1 in Poundland. And I actually found some in, I think it was Heron Foods or one of those other discount shops, and I think it was like 85p. I might have even been Aldi actually. So yeah, they're out and about, and they're not very expensive for the fact you get 6, and they're yummy. So yeah, so we're gonna get 4 of these out. Okay. And they fit really nicely in your little tray. And then we get your acetate lid and put it on the top, making sure it all tucks inside the tray, like that. Okay, and then all you need now is some ribbon. So I'm using this Wilkinson ribbon that I was given. Some nice red colour. So we're going to go ahead. Now what I did with this one was I actually wrapped it round like that, and then cut it, and then did one going the other way, and just secured it with some red tape. Okay, so there's your ribbon done. So next what I'm going to do is I used, had some poinsettia, some die cut poinsettia shapes. I just used these, and I just kind of curled them all up like that from the middle, and then just curled out the edges to give them a bit of dimension, and then I just stuck them on with a bit of silicone glue. So there we go, so there's one little poinsettia on the top, and then just to finish it off, got a little tag, again a little die cut tag, so I'm just going to put a little Happy Christmas on that, and then we'll have that just coming from under the poinsettia like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish that off. So there we go. There's the finished box, and I just think it looks amazing. And obviously that card is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So yeah, there you go. So really easy to do. That probably took me about 20 minutes to make, if that. So you could whack quite a few of these out, and as I said, you know, they're not very expensive to make really. And please like, comment and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and then you'll get notified of any videos that I do, and I'll see you next time.